Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Hacking Self Storage. Today we've got two episodes, not one, not two. Yeah, two, not one, but two. Two episodes today. The first one is I've got loads of questions about the Skool community, what it is, and how we're doing it. So, I'm freezing out here. Don't know why I'm recording the podcast in the pagoda. So two podcasts today. One we're talking about the Skool community, and we got a really good question from Sham in the Skool community, and we got different points of view. I had a different point of view, and then you and Butler had a different point of view, and then the financial director in there, because we've got a body of experts, the financial advisor in there actually went with Ewan. And so I was like, wait one goddamn minute. And so I had a different view. My planning guy had a different point of view, and then Ewan's experience was different. This is the power of a community, my friends. The power of a community to get all angles covered. So we're going to talk about that planning question as well, because I think it's really, really important to speak about this, because I've got a different experience than somebody else, but I didn't know about that different experience if it wasn't for the community. So that's how powerful the community is. Right. So firstly, I am going to tell you today about the Skool community. Obviously, the Skool community, we are selling this for 279 or 297 a month. If you want to be a part of it, it is amazing. I would recommend it for everybody. And I'm going to tell you the ins and outs of it, exactly what you get for that money. But if you buy the course, you get it for free. You get it for free for 12 months. And I can promise you, absolutely, categorically promise you, if you've ever thought about buying the course, this is the time, because the price could be doubling by this time in 3 months, whenever we release it again. In 3 months' time, it could be doubling. So just be careful of that, be wary of that, because I promise you, I genuinely think there's so much good information in the course. But if you haven't seen what's in the course, then go and see what's in the course. In yesterday's episode, we talked everything about what's in the course, what's not. I feel like I'm going to sneeze any second. Ugh. Right, here we go. Let's try not to sneeze. By the way, we just got a review this morning. I put in the newsletter or a couple of days ago. I bought these courses in July this year. There really is a wealth of knowledge in the course. I have viewed 5 potential sites based on what I have learned from the course. That have all been decent locations. I will hopefully be completing on the site soon, Gavin. That is awesome. 5 out of 5. If you are interested in the course, then the links will be in the show notes. So, Jojo, if you have a look at today's newsletter, the up-to-date links are there. There's a 3-time payment option and there's a pay in full. Right. So, the Skool community. Right. So, as you know, I started documenting my journey when I had 1 or maybe 2 sites when I first started documenting it. My revenue was less than £100,000 a year, less than £100,000 a year. My profit was less than £20,000 a year. And that's why I'm so proud of documenting the process from there to here. Don't get me wrong, here is not where I want to be, but it's certainly better than where it was. And I feel proud that I've documented it, because I can show people that you can do this. And it is possible, because I have literally documented my whole process from taking little money to taking not massive money, depends on where you are in the journey, but I'm taking over £2 million now, and my profit is close to £1 million a year. And I've documented everything I've learned from the start. And so that is what I'm really proud of that, because it shows when my kids get older, it can show the gateway from and the learning and the how much you've changed from the documenting from 5 years ago to where it is now. It's really exciting stuff, and I'm really, really pleased and proud I've done that. But that's not where it ends, because I want to document myself now to a £10 million revenue. That's the next milestone, to get to £10 million in revenue and £5 million in profit. And I'll be documenting the whole process, obviously here, the newsletter, but as well in the Skool community. There'll be stuff in there that nobody will normally get, like questions and answers, my trainings that we're going to do every single month. Okay, so what is in the Skool community? I'm glad you asked. Great question. Education. So there's 3 big things here. There's education. We'll be having a 1 training a month from me or another expert, with the aim of each session to make your self-storage more money. Beautiful. Very simple. We know what we want to achieve. We know the goalposts, we know the aims, and that's what we're going for. So number 1 is education. Number 2 is community, the ability to talk to each other in our self-storage community, talk to every member, ask questions, and give advice. The power of a community. We've already had people yesterday was the first time that some people did business together. The first business interaction. They've got a meeting later this week, and they're going to do business together, which is honestly, when I saw that post, I was like, oh, my heart melted. It was beautiful. It was awesome, and something again I'm really, really proud of. And then number three, sorry, is Ask Me Anything, monthly question and answer sessions with me. I could do it more regular if need be. But at the minute, people are diving in there answering the questions anyway without me. And it's phenomenal. Obviously, I'm having my say as well, but it's really, really good. I get so many individual questions on an almost daily basis. Well, every single day I get somebody asking me a question, asking me for some time. And it's very, very hard to give it to people, especially when some people have paid £750 for an hour of my time. And then people are asking for 30 minutes, for free, or take me out for a coffee and stuff. It's just so hard. But with the community, I get to answer every single question that people have. So is that all the community offers? No, it's not, because obviously I'm only one person. I don't know everything about planning. I don't know everything about, pay-per-clicks, SEO. I don't know everything about all that sort of thing. Oh, the sun's just come out. I can feel it. It's gotten warmer. And so therefore, we've enlisted self-storage experts. We've got the PPC queen herself, Laura Moxham. She's been in there answering questions nonstop. We've got a PPC removals expert, Will King. We've got CCTV legend, Adrian Standerwick. I think that's how you pronounce your surname, Adrian, but active CCTV and surveillance. So he's in there helping out for everybody who's interested in surveillance and CCTV security. Who else? And from DSOC, management of self-storage facilities, Anthony Adams. Who else? Engage self-storage management. We have got the legends of self-storage in this community answering your questions. What more could you possibly want? Containers. We've got a whole host of container experts. Why? Because predominantly the people who start in self-storage are getting into self-storage through containers. So therefore, we've got Chris Williams from Willbox. We've got Chrissy Taylor from S. Jones Containers. We've got Charlotte Rainey, I put here, from D. Jones. No, it's S. Jones. So we've got two S. Jones people in there. We've got containers expert Sarah Manning from Secure Stores. And we've even got the container expert himself, Ewan Butler, who is, I think he's got 3 sites now. I always get confused. I could have seen where he's got 5 now. I don't know. Anyway, he is an absolute legend and full of knowledge. And so, yeah, he's a proper container expert. We've got an AI expert in there as well, a guy called Phil Scaife, one of my very, very best friends in life. He's got a newsletter called Robot Pigeon, which has over 10,000 newsletter subscribers. If you need to know anything about AI, this is your man. He lives it, breathes it. Every time I talk to him, all he wants to talk about is AI. It's like me with storage. And it's just like, it is just his wealth of knowledge. He's got a newsletter that AI does it for him. He doesn't do and spend any time on it. AI just completely does his newsletter. And I'm like, how does that, how do you draw in all these different sources of information and then AI gets to articulate, understand it, and write about it? I don't get it. What are you doing? And so he's like, yeah, but Dean, you do this and this and this plugin and this, and you use this AI to speak to this AI. I'm like, mate, you've lost me. Right, I believe you. And so he is brilliant. We've got finance and accountancy. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Claire Hancock. She has got a podcast called Profit, Cash, Growth. Awesome podcast. She's in there helping, talking to people. Anything to do with financial directorship, she is your lady. We've got me in there, obviously, Mr. Self-Storage. We've got software, we've got two. We've got Gavin in there from Stora. We have got Moyes in there from Canovus. I think I've spelt it right. So we've got a property expert called Jerry Alexander. Jerry Alexander has a podcast called Commercial Property Investors. He is brilliant. A planning expert, Richard Stott. Although, I can't lie, he is not currently in the group. He keeps saying, yeah, Dean, I'll sign up and help out. But he has been answering questions for me and given the questions and posting them on. I've been posting them on the group on his behalf. Richard Belton, science consultant. We've got the self-storage consultant himself, Dave Davies. I actually thought that Dave wouldn't want to be in the group, so I never actually asked him. And then all of a sudden, I got a voice note from him. Dean, why aren't you in this group? I want to be in this group. I said, yeah, but Dave, you don't want any more business. You're pulling back a little bit. He goes, Dean, if other people are in the group, I want to be in the group. So I'm like, all right, Dave, you can be in the group. so we've got Dave Davies from DD Consultancies in there as well. If you name it, we've got it. If you need any question answered in self-storage, mate, we've got you covered. There isn't a better community in the world, and I don't say that lightly, in the world for self-storage. And you get this all free. You get this all free for 12 months, you guys. And yeah, I'm sure I can look after you with a price after that as well, because obviously I want to look after you course buyers. And I promise you, if you are thinking about buying the course, this is the time. And I know, do you know what? I absolutely hate the sales process of launch, where I've got to be talking sell, buy my course for 5 days. I hate it. And so there'll be definitely some changes. There may be no more launches. There may be like secret launches who, I don't know, every quarter where people have shown interest, I'll just maybe tell them the cat's open for 2 or 3 days, but I can't do a 5-day launch again. The 5-day launch, I hate it. Honestly, every day I've got to think of some sort of content to tie back to my course to sell it, and I'm like, oh, this is hard. And it's just, yeah, I feel icky selling it. But then, like one of my mentors says, Dean, you give out 3 months of absolute free content every single day, and then you ask for 5 days. That's better than anybody else in his group. Nobody gives that much content out and then only asks for 5 days. So I think it worked out to under 5%. And his recommendation is 33% ask, 66% give. Where me, it's 95% give and 5%. Look, I'm trying to justify myself here, obviously, because I feel so uncomfortable about it. But I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think the course could change your life. I am very proud of it. Very, 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 very proud of what we put together. I think it's amazing. So yeah, I think that if you're interested in buying the course, if you're not, by the way, just ignore these messages. But if you are, take a look at it. Any questions, ask me. Obviously, I'm making it a priority to respond to people. I got loads of questions yesterday, and it also helps. Your question helps provide content for the next couple of days as well. Okay, I really do believe this course is game changing. Have we got any more? No, that's it. That's all in the course. And like I said, the trainings every single month, I'll be doing a training which I've never done before. People have been asking me for it. It's almost like a mini mastermind. Just so you know as well, I will be opening up a mastermind. The course. First of all, it'll be going to the people who's in the course, the ability to sign up. I don't know how many I want to sign up, but it will be limited numbers, because obviously I'll be working personally with you, and I don't want to make it a drag on my time. And so yeah, we'll probably talk about that sometime next week, when it'll be application only, to see if you're a fit, because ultimately I want to know if I can help you or not. Because if all of a sudden Jimmy from Big Yellow, the CEO of Big Yellow, comes and says, "Can I be in your mastermind?" I'm like, don't know if you're a good fit, Jimmy. Me and you, the knowledge is just too far apart. You'll be playing catch up for so long. My knowledge is just far superior than someone like you, buddy. No, so obviously I want to know that I can help you and you get value out of it, because there's no way I want to be selling something that I don't, one, believe in, and two, yeah, think I can get you a result. And also, you've got to be a cool person, because I don't want to be working with douches, and people think I'm a douche, and they don't probably want to work with me. So, but if you listen to this, obviously you're a cool person anyway. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to be doing something like that. I've been called out on it so many times now, and my mentors have said, you're wasting so much money on the table, and you can serve people a lot better who buy the course. And yeah, it'll be a limited number of people, but I can absolutely guarantee you we will get you amazing results. Anyway, this is the first podcast episode of the day done. Jojo, if you go to today's newsletter, what I've sent out, the links are in there for the 1-time payment and 3 times payment. All right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to record another podcast right about now. See you soon. Bye-bye.